Hi guys, and welcome to another Fool of the Week. This week's Fool is the Business Secretary, Kemi Badenoch. An important rule in life is not to lie, or at least don't lie in a way that you will be found out later on. Kemi the Brexiteer has been so desperate to promote the idea that the UK is now free to sign wonderful trade deals with pretty much every country in the world. When reality strikes, she's left with egg on her face. She was asked about a recent trade deal with Canada by Liam Byrne in the House of Commons. Unfortunately, Kemi wasn't there to answer. Have a listen to what he had to say.
Point of order, Liam Byrne.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. I wonder if you could advise me how we can get to the bottom of exactly what is going on with our Canadian trade talks. On the 25th of January, Politico broke a story about a breakdown in our trade talks with Canada, and I asked the Secretary of State about this, and she said this: "This is a good opportunity for me to state explicitly that the talks have not broken down." Now, on our committee, we trust but verify. And, Madam Deputy Speaker, you will be as surprised as I was to hear the news relayed in a letter from the Canadian High Commissioner that says, "As far as I'm aware, since the UK announced its pause on the 25th of January, there have been neither negotiations nor technical discussions with respect to any of the outstanding issues." Now, Canada is a NATO ally, it's a Commonwealth partner, it's one of our biggest export markets. How do we get to the bottom of whether these trade talks are going on in the Secretary of State's mind or whether they're happening in real life?
Well, I thank the Right Honourable gentleman for his point of order and for giving notice of it. As he knows, I am not responsible for the accuracy of ministers' statements in the House, but I am sure, again, that the Treasury bench will have heard his remarks, and also, obviously, as chair of the Select Committee, he will have further opportunities to pursue the matter directly.
We have a Brexiteer who lied. Can you believe it, guys? A Brexiteer lied to Parliament. See, they're so desperate to sign these trade deals that they'll do everything. But when it comes to the consequences of those trade deals, they're also afraid that once again they can't keep throwing, for example, farmers or industry under a bus, because farmers and industry will respond by saying, wait a minute, these trade deals are no good to us. They're actually harming us. For example, the New Zealand and Australian trade deals damaging British farming. And farmers are not going to give the Tories their vote at the next election if they're thrown under a bus once again, because Canada, I believe, wants to sell hormone-treated beef into Britain. And of course, British farmers don't want to see hormone-treated beef in Britain. British consumers don't want hormone-treated beef. On the other hand, these trade deals, the European, so they had a rollover deal that is expiring. I think it's already expired, which means that now Canada is imposing tariffs, massive tariffs on UK cheese. So you want to have a trade deal to bring this to eliminate these tariffs, but in order to eliminate the tariffs, you need to give something in return. And Canada say, well, if you want us to eliminate these tariffs, you need to allow us to export our beef. So the Tories are in a bit of a fix. They can't keep throwing people, British industry, farmers, whatever, under a bus, because they'll end up punishing them at the next election. So it seems, instead of actually continuing with the negotiations, they paused the negotiations and pretended that they're still going on. Let's just lie to the public. It worked with Brexit, it will work again. But unfortunately, the Canadians are not interested in lying to help Brexiteers. They're not interested in lying to help Rishi Sunak win the next election. They're actually going to tell the truth. So once again, who are you going to believe? Are you going to believe the Canadians, or are you going to believe a lying Brexiteer, Kemi Badenoch? She shouldn't be the business secretary. She's an idiot. She shouldn't be out on her arse a long time ago. But as I said before, Rishi Sunak surrounds himself with incompetent people because he knows they won't be a threat to him. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.